Polish people do. So, another Duke-Virginia game. You know, these games are just been great games for the conference and for our two programs. Really to celebrate the talent of both teams and the teamwork. And you know, just like the last game could have been ours, this game could have been theirs. And I'm proud of our guys. We actually prepared extremely well for this game, more like a veteran team. And I thought our defense was excellent. And Clark, he just had a heck of a game. I mean, he's as good a guard as there is in the league. But the shooting performance he put on in that first half made us, we had to change our defense. And I really thought the key guy for us in the game was Jeremy. Jeremy came in, and not that he stopped Clark, but he defended him. But then his verve on offense really lifted us. Obviously, AJ made big plays, and we were able to do a couple things there. But I thought his performance was the differentiator, Jeremy's performance. And so we defended their bigs. They had 24 and 16 last time, and they had 2 points this time. And I think we only gave up single digits in the paint, where we gave up 52 last game. So, and still, it was that close to losing. You know, we did so many good things, and that means they did a lot of good things. So, just a great ACC game. If you want, why don't we? If you all have questions of Jeremy, okay, you got that. Thank you.
Jeremy, what was the challenge of starting to be able to do well, and what did you do to slow that down?
I mean, they run a great offense. I mean, they run it to the core. They're very fundamental. I think just all the screen actions, all the screening pairs that they have, just there's so many different actions that they can do. That's kind of what makes it tough. But just locking in on him, staying on top, and just following the game plan, following the coach's game plan. We did a hell of a job in preparation this week. So I mean, I think that was the key.
Hey, Jeremy, Coach mentioned it. You just mentioned it, the preparation. What was different this week, and for you especially, the verve that Coach mentioned offensively when you're coming in off the bench? What are you sort of looking at, and did you get a rhythm early, I guess?
I mean, just the main focus in this game was, I mean, obviously they beat us at home, so we wanted to get payback, but just the preparation is key for every game. If you don't have a good preparation, then it's gonna lead to a bad performance. So we just wanted to stay locked in on the preparation, have great energy, and follow the game plan like I said, and do the main things that Coach said: smart, tough, and together. I think we did that tonight.
Let me add one thing. You know, this is our 28th game, so it's our 28th preparation. I thought the maturity of our team in preparing went to a different level. They're getting it. They really, and Chris Carrawell had the scout and watching our preparation yesterday, and I said, boy, we look like an old Duke team in how we're going to defend. I knew we would defend well tonight, because we did it for 2 days.
Jeremy, we've seen your role change a few times this year in the starting lineup and on the bench.
You know what? Let me explain that. His role has not changed. No, I'm just want to. A role isn't you start or not. You know, that's not a person's role. You have a rotation, and your role pretty much stays the same. It's just how you're rotated in. I just wanted to clarify. I'm not picking on you, all right?
Yeah, apologies. The rotation has changed a little bit for you coming in off the bench or in the starting lineup. How does that change your mentality coming in and shutting down players like that and putting up offensive performances like that?
I mean, it really doesn't change my mentality at all. I mean, I'm going to come out and do the same thing I always do every night: defend, score, get guys involved, and do whatever it takes to win. So the mentality never changes. I'm always just here for my teammates and doing whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, and everyone's talking about his, but you know, he's got 15 points. He's 3 for 3 from 3, 6 for 7. I mean, I'm telling you, he was the guy tonight that was the difference maker.
Jeremy, Coach talked about the preparation. Did you think in the game plan you'd have more opportunities on offense tonight, or is that just what was there and kind of what led you to be so aggressive on that end and with your scoring?
Just taking what the defense gives me and just staying aggressive and confident. I think that's the biggest key for this game. We know there's going to be a tough-nosed team. I mean, they guard, they're physical. So I mean, just taking what the defense gives me.
One or two more for Jeremy. Go to that.
Mike, what did that?
Why don't we get Jeremy?
Oh, excuse me.
I'll answer yours first, but if there are any more for Jeremy.
For Jeremy, Brendan.
Yeah.
How much pride do you take in a game like that, defense to stop them, on fire and
I take a lot of pride in the defense end. I think that's definitely one of my strengths. I want to guard the best offensive player on the court. So, like I said, I'm trying to just do everything it takes to win, and whatever it takes.
One more here. Go ahead. Jeremy, I'm curious. You've played them twice now, two really competitive games. Does that seem like an NCAA tournament caliber team to you?
He's
Definitely.
never been in the NCAA.
Yeah, I haven't been in the NCAA
You should
tournament,
ask
but-
me that.
I'll save it for you too.
All right.
But I mean, Virginia's a hell of a team. Just give all the credit to them. They run their stuff. They like physical, like I said, and I mean they're just a tough team. They play together. And I'm just glad we got the win tonight.
All right, Jeremy. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
I'll add to the, there's no question that Virginia's an NCAA tournament team. And, so much as these numbers, you got to be careful that you need to give eye tests too. And they are playing as well as anyone in our conference right now and have been for about a month, okay? And they had back-to-back Miami games, back-to-back Duke games. The two of us are two of the top four teams record-wise, and they're 3-1. they're 3-1. I mean, it'd be a sin if they're not in the NCAA tournament. It almost makes me like, what am I talking about? Like, they have to be in. I mean, they're that good. They're that good. They really are that good. And Tony's that good. And I'm sorry.
No, apologies for jumping the gun
No.
a little bit. Speaking of Tony, what did that gesture before the game mean to you, and was that something that you were expecting?
Well, I knew something was going to happen before we got here, and then they changed it. And it was really, really very, very good of Tony to do that. And look, I'm not looking for a farewell tour or anything like that, but it is my last year. And if there's some ways that we can celebrate the brotherhood that's in the game, that's a good thing. Maybe, we got all this stuff going on, handshake lines and all that. Tonight was beautiful. And it showed the brotherhood in our league and the respect that programs have for one another and that coaches have for one another. And it meant a great deal to me. What they gave me weighs about 800 pounds. I thought he gave it to me hemicarric so I'd get a hernia right before the game. And I said, holy mackerel. It's beautiful. And then I had a chance to just touch Terry, too, before the game. And, these are some, the basketball gods sometimes send you messages or whatever. So when we arrived yesterday on a plane, on the bus trip, they had the TV on and they're doing the ACC, the tournament. And it's the early 80s with Terry's teams and Dean's teams. And I'm watching, and I told my staff, I said, see, when I was in my first and second year, I had to play against Sampson, Jordan. So just so you know. But it made me think of Terry and Dean, and then Mickey, my wife Mickey, and Ann Holland are really close friends, and Ann had texted her last night saying that they would be at the game. And that's the other camaraderie. You can't believe the wives of Bobby Cremens and Jimmy Valvano and Dean's wife, they were all friends. That's the way it used to be. And so tonight was, to me, I'm a little bit emotional about it because that's the college game and that's the ACC I know. It's beautiful. And no one, there's not one program that wins all the time, but there are a lot of great programs and they should be celebrated and the people in them should be celebrated, not just by their own fans, but by the other programs. I don't know, it's just a huge sign of respect, and I hope maybe I talked too much about it, but what the hell, I'm not going to be able to talk to you again. So, in this setting, hopefully again, some setting.
We saw the big lineup, or not the big lineup, the small lineup with AJ coming in for offense and Mark coming in for defense. What was the genesis of that down the stretch?
We went to an open set, and we were going to attack the big matchup if they stayed big. And attacking it is one thing. For our guys to see it is another. And it just worked. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. And I was proud of our guys, and I'm really proud of AJ because he had such a tough shooting night. But we have confidence in him that his next shot's going to go in. And 3 of his next shots went in the last 4 minutes. And God bless. So it just worked. It just happened to work. I thought his best move was the 2-point because he had to really muck it out. And look, the last 4 minutes of that game, both teams really made big-time offensive plays because they matched it right away with a 2 or whatever.
Mike, when a player is struggling like AJ, he was 1 for 8 before he took that 1-3 over almost a 7-footer in Shedrick. Are you saying anything encouraging to him during the game?
Yeah, I mean, our staff is too. Nolan and Emil are right, and he had passed up a 3 a couple of minutes earlier right in the corner. And so then when he came out, it said, "What are you doing? Just shoot. Like, you should shoot all the time whenever you get it, and next shot is your first shot." And so our team believes in him. Like he's really good. He's 18 years old, and he's not going to hit every shot. And I thought the physicality and how they run their offense wears you out. So it can have an impact on your three-point shooting. You take your legs away. And but he hung in there, and difference maker. But again, I want to say, Jeremy, we wouldn't be there if Jeremy hadn't done what he's done.
Coach, Paolo obviously made some big plays in both these games, but he's also struggled when being guarded by Jaden Gardner. What have you seen Gardner be
I
able
think
to
both
do?
of them struggled until at the end. It's not just – look, Gardner's a hell of a player. He's worthy of some level of all-conference consideration. And but they also double. So it's not like he's really good, don't get me wrong, but then they bring a 7-footer over there too. And I liked how Paolo tried to be more physical today. And it'll translate into something really good. You got to get through things. How you improve, you got to be in these situations. You can't practice this. So he'll learn from. I thought he was really positive throughout. He hit Jeremy with a really big pass for a 3, and but they're a good defensive team, and they don't give up much in that paint. So anyway, I think he learned a lot tonight, and I thought he never put his head down.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, thank you.